Saktivel, good evening. Good evening to everyone. Ravimaran sir, good evening.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening, IK sir. Good evening, everyone. Saktivel, good evening to everyone.
Selvaraj, sir, good evening.
ஈவினிங் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். Mr. Selvaraj, can we start?
Ravimaran sir. Sarvana Kumar sir,
Yeah,
we
good
will
evening.
start the program, sir. Ravimaran sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Welcome, sir. Start the program. Sir has joined. Sarvana Kumar sir.
Uh, Wait for another 5 minutes, sir, because
Yeah,
6-1.
So we start at 6:05.
Yeah, sounds good. Let us start at 6:05.
Another 4 minutes we'll start. Wait, sir.
Cool. Thank you. Sharing is not yet enabled. Please, Mr. Selvaraj or whomever is there, could you please help?
Good evening, Sarvana Kumar, sir. This is Dr. Ravi Maran.
Good evening,
Chairman
Dr.
of
Raman.
Chapter. Yeah, welcome.
Rajesh Kumar, we need help from Mr. Rajesh Kumar for enabling the host.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. It's enabled now. So Rajesh, we could start continue the recording at 6:05 so that
Okay, sir.
thank you.
Selvaraj, sir.
Sulaiman, sir,
we
we'll start the
sir?
program, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We can start.
Happy good evening to everyone. Today we have an interesting topic, that is building a sustainable culture of online safety. Is going to be delivered by an eminent speaker, Mr. R. Saravana Kumar, former Director, Cognition Technology Solutions and Vice Chairman of Computer Institute of India, Coimbatore Chapter. He is also ambassador for propagate the G20 awareness about online safety. And with this program, we have conducted this 13th program we are conducting today. We have conducted so far 12 programs from March we started, and G20 conference is already over. And he has taken a lot of efforts to propagate the cyber security efforts in Tamil Nadu area. Really, we have to thank him a lot for making a drive to create awareness about our cyber security now. So with this brief telling, I call upon Dr. S. Ravi Maran, our present chairman of IEI and also past chairman of Computer Institute of India Trichy chapter, to welcome the gathering as well as to proceed over the meeting, sir, webinar, sir. Over to Dr. S. Ravi Maran, sir.
And thank you, Dr. Selvaraj, sir. Respected members, esteemed guests and distinguished speakers, a warm welcome to all of you at this evening. The Institution of Engineer Tiruchirappalli Local Center and the Computer Society of India jointly organized a special webinar on building a sustainable culture of online safety. In today's digital age, the G20 summit emphasizes the need for international cooperation to address global challenges, and online safety is a need of the hour. Our esteemed speaker, Mr. R. Saravana Kumar, with the wealth of experience as the former director of Cognizant Technology Solutions and the vice chairman of the Computer Society of India Coimbatore chapter, will shed light on the strategies and practices essential for creating a sustainable culture of online safety. In a world where technology is rapidly advancing, it is imperative that we as engineers and technology professionals not only embrace innovation, but also proactively address the associated challenges. Online safety is a shared responsibility, and forums like this provide us with the opportunity to learn, collaborate, and contribute to the development of a digital environment. In today's interconnected world, where the G20 summit discussion highlight the importance of collaboration on global issues, the significance of online safety cannot be overstated. As we navigate the complexity of the digital landscape, it is crucial for us to equip ourselves with knowledge and strategies to ensure a secure online environment. So this is the right time to discuss this topic, as said by Secretary Selvaraj sir. This is the 13th program in this line. With this short introduction, I once again extend my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Saravana Kumar for sharing these insights with us today. Thank you and look forward to an enriching session on this wonderful, happy evening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Ravi Maran, sir, for a wonderful welcome the gathering, as well as stressing the importance of cyber security in today's world. Thank you, sir. Now I move on to the next agenda, introduction of the speaker to our participants. I am very happy to introduce our today's chief guest to our gathering. Saravana Kumar was previously as the director of Cognition Technology Solutions and has also worked as a consultant for Tata Consultancy Services. He has 30 plus years of global and progressive leadership experience in managing large programs and engagements in various capacities for Fortune 500 companies as IS specialist, as IT manager, test manager, project manager, program manager, delivery manager, account manager, and director. He has rich experience in managing, delivering IT projects in retail, the Best Buy, Richfield, USA, and Best Buy, Burn by British Columbia, Canada, and then financial services, Toyota Financial Services, Minneapolis, USA, Telecom, Tata Sky, Bangalore, India. Printing and Publishing, Deccan Herald, Bangalore, India. Manufacturing, Givaudan, Coca-Cola, Bangalore, India. Mobility, PW, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Florida, USA. And healthcare domains, that is Smith K. Line, Beckham, India, and Emblem Health, New York, USA. He holds a master's degree MCA from PSG College of Technology, an active PSG Tech alumnus and visiting faculty for PSG College of Technology. He is also the Board of Studies member for various colleges. Saravana Kumar has also been the placement and career development consultant for the Government College of Technology, Coimbatore. He has effectively conducted training, mentoring sessions for soft skills for school students, arts and science, engineering and medical college students, faculty, and corporate employees as well. He has also co-authored books on information technology published by Chand and S. Chand and Company, New Delhi. He has been associated with the Computer Society of India, Coimbatore chapter for several years in various positions and currently serving as a vice chairman. As the CSI G20 ambassador for Tamil Nadu, he has been actively promoting Stay Safe online campaign through online sessions and social media handles. The objective of this campaign is disseminate information on digital security and spread online safety awareness among individuals and organizations. He is also a management committee member of RAAC, Residents Awareness Association of Coimbatore, and has played vital roles in promoting urban forest waste management, spreading awareness, and in providing the much needed support during natural disasters like flood and cyclone. He is also the ambassador for Swachh Bharat for Coimbatore Ward number 63. He has been integral part of C4TN Coimbatore for Tamil Nadu, a group of highly committed volunteers from 60 NGOs and organizations of Coimbatore who joined together and formed a federation of voluntary association of Coimbatore and supported victims of natural disasters like Chennai flood, Kerala flood, and Gaja cyclone. As an active social entrepreneur, he has contributed to various NGOs and social organizations like No Food Waste, AUMM Cloths Foundation, Rotary Clubs, etc. and has volunteered for Corona relief, emergency and food service operations, cloths donation to the needy in a dignified manner, career skills training to the visually challenged, home quarantine, wellness helpline, differently abled vaccination helpline support, and mega vaccination drives. He is passionate about the trekking and has also trekked to the Himalayas. So such an eminent personality is going to address us, and he has taken a lot of efforts in promoting the cyber security development system. I also joined with him for the past 13 programs. I was with him, and he is a nice person we are looking forward to hearing. So over to Mr. Saravana Kumar, sir.
Thank you so much for the detailed introduction. Thank you so much. Now, before actually, jumping into the topic, I just want to emphasize on one thing. In fact, CSI, along with, based on the request from NITI or Ministry of Education and Information Technology, in fact, we have been, propagating, sharing awareness banners and awareness sessions through various social media handles almost every day, not almost, I mean, every single day we were through Community Culture Chapter and through my social media handles, we were sharing the various awareness banners and information to various people. Apart from that, as Mr. Sendra said, every month we used to conduct one session, particularly for the common man, to ensure that they are appraised of what sort of issues might come, cyber security related issues, what sort of issues might come, how we could handle, etc. Now, today, I would like to focus on a specific topic. We also share with you so that So today's topic is going to be building a sustainable culture for online safety, because so far in all these 12 sessions, we were looking at tools and technologies and best practices on how to protect or what sort of steps to be taken and what sort of issues might come and case studies, etc. But today we are going to look at what sort of measures needs to be taken so that we can build a sustainable culture for online safety. So this is the agenda wherein we'll start with introduction and we'll get into a little bit of basics and we'll look at the need, why exactly we need sustainable culture and why exactly online safety matters. And we'll also look at how to build a foundation for this culture and how to create a positive culture, how to collaborate, and how to have partnership with various entities to ensure that it becomes sustainable. Then we'll also look at continuous improvement, what sort of continuous improvement steps need to be taken. And finally, we'll also look at what sort of process and procedures are available whenever you are impacted in some way. Then what sort of steps to be taken so that you could do the reporting and get a solution. Finally, we'll have the question answer session. Thank you. So, online safety, first of all, let me just give an introduction about online safety. It's nothing but a practice of protecting yourself and everyone around you while whenever you're using internet or any sort of digital technology, whenever you use, you need to be safe. That is called online safety. So in today's world, we are all connected worldwide together, and though we are connected, it has a lot of advantages and benefits, but it also comes with a responsibility to protect ourselves and others from various threats, prevailing threats, growing threats. So, and the internet has also become an integral part of our daily routine, thanks to Corona, which has ensured that people have started working from home, and a lot of things are happening online, and so it offers lots of opportunities for internet in particular, for communication, education, entertainment, etc. So it has become a very important part of our life. But however, there are a lot of challenges which are prevailing, and let us understand how best, what sort of steps we could take to protect ourselves and how we could make it sustainable. So coming to common online threats, I hope many of you are already aware of online predators. Online predators are people or individuals who actually exploit others in terms of particularly vulnerable users when they know that people are not very active, and based on their behavior, they identify vulnerable users through online platforms and take advantage. We'll look into the detail in the subsequent slides. And then phishing scams. Everyone is aware of phishing scams. Nothing but deceptive attempts. I mean, it looks as if they are real, they are trustworthy, but they are not. So phishing scams, deceptive attempts to obtain sensitive information by posing as a trustworthy entity. Malware, of course. So malicious software, which are actually designed to harm or for for devices wherein some secured information is there, getting unauthorized access, malware. Then data breaches, of course. Data breach is nothing but sensitive data being exposed unauthorized in unauthorized manner. Okay, data leakage, basically data breach is nothing but data leakage of sensitive data, important data, and of course misinformation, wherein a lot of misleading information thanks to our WhatsApp university, so-called WhatsApp university, wherein a lot of false information are being spread, but they are also because of this, the reliability of online content is a big question mark. So the above threats, whatever threats, the common threats, if you look at it, they may result in depression, anxiety, and a lot of negative. It creates a lot of negativity within us. So understanding these basics will surely create a foundation for creating a safer and more secure online environment and experience. So online predators. So as I told, individuals who use online platforms, various online platforms, it could be Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever media, to target and exploit users. Off late, I'm sure that every one of you would have received email through WhatsApp stating that we have a wonderful job opportunity and you have to just do some small jobs and every day you can earn thousands of bucks, right? So those people are called online predators. They might do multiple activities, like they might be grooming you. Grooming means what? I mean, initially, they start interacting with you. You don't see them, you don't meet them, but you interact with them through online, and they slowly build up the trust. with the victims like us, and over time they attempt to manipulate and also exploit them. That's called grooming. And cyberbullying, of course, this is also happening a lot, wherein people use these, particularly these online predators, use electronic communication to harass, threaten people. Maybe they get into the, you know, they get into your database, they get into your data, they know some sensitive information and start harassing you or threatening you. Sextortion, of course, this is also common nowadays, unfortunately, because I mean, all of us want to have selfies. So those selfies are resulting in, I mean, unwanted selfies are resulting in sextortion, that people this way. Because once they have your photo, they also merge the photo with some other person. The header one would be the person, the other would be different. That would be the case. Or otherwise, what they also do is that they somehow manage to get some sexually explicit images or videos of someone somewhere, all because of your social media handles, wherein knowingly or unknowingly people share certain things which they are not supposed to share, and finally these online predators utilize the opportunity fully, and they release the, I mean, they threaten to release the images or videos and demand money. Catfishing, of course, this is also common nowadays, wherein a lot of websites are there wherein they create fake online persona. Maybe a guy would be there who might be creating a fake profile of a girl with a beautiful picture and beautiful characteristics, etc., etc. So they create fake online persona to lure victims. It may be a guy or a girl. I mean, it happens everywhere. I mean, not everywhere. I mean, many places it happens. So they create fake online persona to lure victims into relationships and exploit them. And child sexual abuse, this is also common for with respect to online predators, wherein through online communication, they exploit children in terms of sharing the pictures or threatening them, etc. We'll look into a little bit detail on what all steps to be done, what sort of best practices are available, etc. So I mean, these online predators may come from all walks of life and may appear, I mean, on the face value they may appear harmless or even charming. Could you please remove the person who is creating noise? Thank you. So it could be, I mean, they're vulnerable people might be, the targets might be children or teenagers or adults when they know that based on the, based on the online activities, behavior and online activities, they identify that somebody needs help, maybe psychological help or some sort of help. So they identify those people, they target those people, and they go ahead and proceed with the with the grooming or cyberbullying or sextortion, depending upon whatever is feasible for them. Common characteristics of online predators, they might some people whom you might not be aware of, they might show a lot of interest in your personal life, in your needs, in your passion, etc. So that's one characteristic. The other characteristic would be they also would, I mean, emphasize and insist on keeping that particular relationship a secret. They might offer a lot of gifts or false promises and unrealistic promises, and they might promise unrealistic rewards as well. They will also attempt, only when you are with friends and family, you'll be able to verify, validate, etc. So they will check on best possibilities of making you avoid moving with your close circle. So they will attempt to isolate the victim from friends and family. They will also engage in sexually suggestive conversation or behavior, and they might threaten you, or they might also control the victim. So these are all the common characteristics which are found in online predators. So whenever you suspect you or whenever anybody else in your family, whenever you suspect that you are being targeted, it is important to take action immediately. Let's look at what sort of actions will be taken in a reactive manner and what sort of actions could be taken in a proactive manner. The reactive steps could be, number one, you have to immediately, once you suspect that something is not okay, stop communication, block the person in all your social media handles, and report the predator to the appropriate authorities. I have a couple of slides which talks about how exactly you could do the reporting to appropriate authorities. And you also need to seek support from trusted friends and family members or professionals. So these are the immediate reactive steps which you need to take. There are also some proactive steps which you could take so that we could avoid this. Number one, you need to be extremely careful about whatever information you are sharing online. Whenever you have a birthday, or of course you should share, but share with people whom you could depend on, whom you trust, not with every tongue you can have, right? And you need to use strong passwords. You need to keep them private, do not share with others. And whenever you add anybody in your social media, please, social media handles, you ensure that you know the person personally, not just adding somebody because they place a request, right? So whenever you don't know somebody, please do not add them just based on their photo or based on their characteristics. Don't do that unless until you are quite sure and confident that the person is reliable, trustworthy. Then please go ahead and add. Otherwise, no. And you could also share. You talk to your family members about the dangers of online predators, so that others, family members, friends, spouse, kids, I mean, maybe you could also tell them about the dangers of online predators so that they are also careful. And whenever you suspect anything, immediately report to the concerned authorities. We'll get into details in the later slide. So by taking the above precautions or proactive steps, you could very well help to create a safer online environment for everyone. Now, looking at the statistics, cyberbullying studies estimate that 20% of the students worldwide experience cyberbullying. That's very unfortunate. Coming to online predators, the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children receives reports from over 100 countries every single day. And the phishing scams, I mean, the sort of loss that are being incurred, it's exceeding billions of dollars every year. Malware, but they are increasing, sort of multiplying, I should say, and impacting individuals, they impact business, they impact critical infrastructure. You might have read in the news, right? So many banks and so many organizations, manufacturing companies, organizations get impacted because of this. Data breaches, even this is also very much prevailing, wherein personal data of millions of people are available in the dark web, right? So data breaches are happening and people are taking advantage and they're also selling in the dark web. So, and the other thing is misinformation, of course. This is also prevalent, and every single day we are able to see, and it looks like genuine, and with picture and photo and video, but still a lot of wrong information are being spread. So, which is becoming a significant threat to fundamental democracy and, of course, public health, etc. So, these are all the things which are globally prevailing. So now let us look at why exactly you need a sustainable culture, right? So a sustainable culture will ensure that we can minimize the risk to the maximum extent. And it is purely built on a shared foundation of values. One person cannot do it. So it is actually a shared foundation of values. It is built on shared foundation of values, beliefs, and responsible digital behaviors as well. And let me give you some specific examples. So for individuals, you need to practice good, strong password hygiene, wherein you need to be very much mindful. Password hygiene in the sense, right? I mean, using special characters and numbers, etc. Instead of just using your date of birth or pet names. Don't do that. Please use strong passwords. And you need to be very much mindful about whatever you share online. And whenever you notice some sort of abuse, immediately you have to report. Organizations organizations need to implement robust cybersecurity measures, wherein every year they have to review their what sort of cybersecurity measures they have, tools they have, those things needs to be reviewed, and they need to ensure that they implement the robust measures. And they also need to ensure that online safety education needs to be provided to employees. Basically, awareness needs to be provided to employees and users as well. And also in the organization, they need to have a framework or a structure or some sort of reporting mechanism, so that whenever anything happens, like cybercrime, there should be a process. It will be a toll-free number, an email address, or some sort of mechanism needs to be there, so that people could easily report. And they could also partner with other stakeholders. Organizations alone cannot do it. Maybe they could also join hands with others to promote online safety. And governments, they could enact and enforce legislation. They could strengthen the law to protect individuals online. It's already there, but further strengthening is very much needed. I think they're already in the process. And also, the governments need to, basically, whenever any data leakage happens, it happens through a company. It might be an IT company, it might be a bank, etc. So those companies needs to be held accountable for the safety of the platforms, whatever they provide. On mute. So by working together and individuals, organizations, governments, by working together, we can create a sustainable culture. And let us look at why exactly a sustainable culture is important for online safety. Let us remember one thing. Online safety is not just a choice. It is a dire need or a necessity in today's digital era. Let us look at why it is critical. Because without having a sustainable online safety culture, all of us remain very much vulnerable to the risks which are changing every day, evolving every day. Yeah. So, and they also have a long-term impact. So it is beyond the immediate consequence. Whatever happens, for example, an online threat happens and you have taken some action, but the impact is long-lasting, because whoever, for example, cyberbullying, whenever somebody is gone through the cyberbullying, they will have long-lasting effects on their mental health, physical health, and it might spoil their career, spoil their job, their life, their peace of mind, right? So, and also financial losses due to scams. A lot of scams we are able to see now. So such scams can jeopardize the economy, well-being of families, business, and economy as well. Statistics, let us look at a small statistics of the negative impact. So we cannot underestimate. See, for the past 5 years, I think cyberbullying cases have witnessed a 100% increase, and trillions of dollars have lost because of these online scams, ransom attacks, and data breaches. And it is very much important to note that these are just estimates, because many people don't even report, right? So when they do not report, nobody will come to know about the loss. So it will be much, much higher than whatever we could imagine. So it is very difficult to track the full extent of the problem. So, all said and done, the impact of online scams is sort of devastating, and it will spoil everything. Yeah, your life, peace of mind, your financial status. So victims can suffer financial loss, emotional stress, and their identity could have also been lost. There is also identity theft, wherein somebody loses your PAN card, your Aadhaar card, etc., and there's some transaction because of which you get impacted, your credit card, etc. So your identity itself could be stolen and somebody else could use it. There are so many things which could go wrong because of not being aware and not taking the proper steps to save ourselves from these cyber related issues. And businesses can also lose money, which could damage their reputation. And once any business, for that matter, once the reputation is damaged, that's all. I don't think they could continue their business, and they have to close down. Right? Benefits. What are the benefits once you become sustainable? Once you are able to build a sustainable online safety culture, Just imagine, no? Children playing safely online, creating secure and nurturing digital environment for the next generation. Families enjoying quality time without any sort of constant online distractions, and also having a healthy balance between digital life and offline life, which is not the case now, right? Unfortunately, businesses operating securely online. So, so tangible benefits, measurable benefits, if you could see, I mean, individuals are empowered. Once you are able to build a sustainable online safety culture, the individuals are very much empowered. They know they are better equipped with knowledge to face any sort of situation, strengthening families and fortifying business in the digital age. Fortifying is little bit improving and spreading the business. And why online safety matters for individuals? It empowers, we already saw this, empowers individuals, it protects your mental health, well-being, families, it strengthens your bond, and it gives a safe online environment for everybody around you. And let us look at building the foundation. For building the foundation, we need to understand the three important pillars are there for as a which needs to be considered as a foundation. Number one, let us also explain the actionable steps. One, the first pillar is awareness. We need to create awareness about online threats. I mean, you need to be aware of online threats, and you need to be responsible enough for your digital behavior. And awareness means what? I mean, all of us need to be well informed about online threats, and we also need to understand the importance of responsible digital behavior. Empowerment is nothing but acquiring the additional knowledge, acquiring the additional skills, needed skills to, go through navigate in this digital world safely, and reporting, of course. We need to establish efficient reporting mechanisms so that our online threats are, addressed on time. At least you have to complain immediately instead of delaying, so that actions can be taken immediately. And so by these steps, we could surely make a safer online environment for everyone. So by understanding these foundational elements, and also by taking the steps, it will surely help to create a safer online environment for all of us. So creating a positive culture, I mean, promoting online safety, goes much beyond awareness. So it also involves cultivating a positive culture. So whenever you are in a digital world, I mean, we have to be responsible enough to whatever we share, right? No false messages, no wrong messages, no wrong information, no cyberbullying, etc. So it is actually not one person's effort; it's actually a collective effort which needs to be taken, and it could, by having positive online interactions, can help to foster a sense of community and belonging. So it will automatically reduce the risk of cyberbullying and resulting in harmful behavior. And we need to ensure that we are able to encourage online environment free from any sort of discrimination, it could be racial or religion or whatever. So it needs to be free of racial discrimination, prejudice, and hate speech. This is very much prevailing, I should say, in the current political world. Almost every day we are able to see a lot of hate speeches spreading. Nobody knows what is the truth, but I mean, it is continuously spreading. We have to do something to, at least control them, resist them to whatever possible extent. And we also need to ensure that we're able to cultivate a culture of responsibility and awareness by promoting digital citizenship. That is the same, like you need to be responsible, and you need to ensure that you're using the technology in an ethical way. And you need to encourage also individuals to understand what sort of rights and responsibilities they have in the online world. And you need to ensure that you have open dialogue about online safety with your family members, with schools, colleges, communities. So this will promote awareness, and it will also build trust, and it will also empower individuals, give them the adequate knowledge and skills to make informed decisions online. And people also need to celebrating positive online role models. I mean, whenever we know that somebody, is actively promoting online safety and positive digital citizenship, I mean, you could also be one of them, and you could help in, inspiring others, sending positive vibes to others, to demonstrate the power of responsible online behavior. And by cultivating a culture of responsible awareness, it also includes empowering bystanders. Bystanders are nothing but other people, other people whomever you bump upon, whomever you come across. So whenever, not only you, whenever somebody else is impacted, when you know that whatever steps need to be taken, please take the steps to help them whenever they encounter online negativity or harmful content. So if one person starts doing, I mean, your friends, families, they would also continue, and it will create a ripple effect of positivity, and it will of course discourage harmful online behavior. And we also need to promote responsible online content creation, because whatever we see on YouTubes and Facebooks of the world, I mean, this has been created by somebody, right? So we need to, I mean, take the initiative whenever any of our friends or families, even when ourselves, when we are creating some content online, let us ensure that we are sharing positive content, right? Focusing on, inspiring messages or uplifting messages. Constructive criticism. Yes, you have every right to criticize, but it needs to be constructive. Constructing means what? I mean, conveying things, even negative things, to be conveyed in a positive way, right? You can also say this is bad. At the same time, you can also say that, I mean, this is fine, but however, this could be better, So, constructive criticism, wherein when you know that something is wrong, instead of, hurting the other person, you can provide the feedback in a constructive manner. As instead of telling that somebody is wrong, you can very well say that, yeah, from your perspective, it's okay. But my perspective is different, and this is my perception, right? Or whenever you want to pinpoint somebody that, they are not up to the mark, and they are not able to, cope up with the job or cope up with the subject or something, you can very well say that instead of telling that you are not okay, I mean, you're not fit, something like that. Instead of passing negativity, you can very well say these are your areas of improvement. And you could also very much, this is on online or in person, whatever. So you can very well say as areas of improvement, and you can highlight them and provide ways and means of, not getting away, I mean, acquiring necessary skills to, the area of improvement could become a positive side, or could become a positive aspect, right? So these things can help counter negativity and promote a more positive online environment, and also creating a positive culture. As I said earlier, it's a collective effort. It is not a one man's job. And coming to promoting online safety as a collaborative effort, we can have partnerships. You can have collaborations and partnerships between individuals, between families, between schools and colleges, between communities, technology companies, law enforcement agencies, and policymakers. These are all collaboration between all these people are very much critical, crucial for, if we want to have a sustainable online safety culture, we need to do this collaboration and partnership. And potential individuals and families, if you look at individuals and families, parents and caregivers could collaborate and could come up with a comprehensive online safety curriculum. So as part of the curriculum for schools and colleges, this could also be added along with their subjects or related subjects. They can also, individuals and families can also partner with other families to share resources and support each other, so that you promote safe online practices at home. For safety, everything starts at home, right? So let us start promoting from our home. Schools, colleges, and communities, of course, can work with community organizations to offer online safety workshops, awareness campaigns, and create safe spaces for young people online, wherein you can create, create technology and create opportunities for safe spaces for young children online. And coming to technology companies and NGOs or non-profit organizations. I mean, technology companies can very well partner with non-profit organizations so that to come up with some innovative online safety tools and resources. And they can also collaborate on R&D efforts so that because the threats are, they're all very dynamic and changing every day, and a lot of threats are increasing, and we need to develop effective solutions. So this can be very well done with the help of R&D efforts between technology companies and non-profit organizations or NGOs. Law enforcement and policymakers, they could also collaborate, wherein they could create and enforce. Already we have laws, but laws could be made more stringent to hold so that individuals and organizations very much accountable for the online misconduct due to the individual or organization. They should be made accountable and accountable for them. And they could also collaborate on developing strategies wherein we know the best practices followed across the world, right? So based on that, based on those best practices, we could come up with, we could develop national and international strategies for combating online crime and promoting online safety. And by this, we could create a more effective and comprehensive approach to online safety due to these partnerships. So coming to strategies for effective online safety, family-oriented approaches. Let us look at family-oriented approaches. What could be done? I mean, within a family, you can have open communication. You can have, you should, every one of us should encourage open and very honest communication with our family members, kids, spouses, etc. We could also discuss our online experience instead of keeping it secret, because we know that something is not okay, somebody has shared something. Instead of keeping it secret within ourselves, and instead of just checking your internet and finding out, you can also share with your family members. So regularly discuss your online experience, your challenges or concerns, so that you have sort of supporting environment within your family. And you could also create family digital agreements. What does it mean? Basically, with your kids, you can say that, yes, this is the playtime, online playtime, whatever, so that, or online usage, internet usage time. You can agree upon it. So you can collaboratively create family digital agreements wherein you clearly, pen down the expectation and rules for online behavior, device usage, and screen time as well. So this will actually, this will eventually promote accountability, and children will also, understand that they have to be responsible enough when they know that what sort of impacts are happening. You have to share with them. You cannot just hide things. You cannot think that it's very young, I should not express or explain. You have to explain whatever is happening around us in a way that kids could understand. And you could also do a co-viewing, or co-viewing means what? I mean, viewing whatever content, when you know that kids are viewing some content in YouTube or wherever, whichever social media handle, you could also be part of it, and you can view things together. And whenever you know that kids are creating something online content, you could also be part of it. You can also give some tips and tricks and advices, and this will ensure that they get proper guidance and they are also supervised. And at the same time, the creativity is not lost. We cannot just say that stop using it, right? We have to have some sort of collaboration with our family members, particularly with our kids. Digital literacy education, of course, we could also, as family members, we could also provide age-related. We could also provide age-related, age-appropriate, not age-appropriate. According to the age, we can develop some, or we could find some education product, digital literacy products. It might be YouTube. It might be, some sort of material. It could be a book. It could be anything. Could you please? Thank you. So provide age-appropriate digital literacy education for children, for teaching them about online threats, what are the best practices for staying safe online. Then you also need to be a model. You cannot just go and preaching or advising, right? So do what you say what you do. So when you say something, you also need to do it, right? Parents and caregivers, you need to serve as role models for children's online behavior. You need to demonstrate responsible online interactions. The kids are looking at you as role models, right? Kids are looking at us as role models. So when whatever way we behave online, they are looking how we are behaving, they are going to repeat the same stuff. So let us demonstrate responsible online interactions, respectful communication, and ethical content creation as well. And coming to school college oriented approaches, as I mentioned earlier, we could have online comprehensive online safety curriculums across different subjects may not be equal because every subject and would be different, and according to the subject we can have focused online safety curriculums tailor-made to suit that particular subject. So addressing specific topics like cyberbullying, online predators, misinformation, and responsible social media. And with respect to the approach for schools and colleges, we can also have train the trainer programs with the help of subject matter experts. So we could train the teachers and staff on online safety, the best practice to be followed, so that we could equip them with adequate knowledge and skills, so that they can address online threats, and they could also support students. They could also train the students. And schools and colleges could also have open reporting mechanisms wherein it could be a different process altogether. Instead of combining with the existing process, we can have a separate, well-defined, open reporting process or mechanism, wherein students could report online threats whenever they face something online. It could be from their, from their own batch, or it could be from a different college, or a different person, etc. So we need to establish clear and accessible reporting mechanism for students. And collaboration with families and community. Of course, schools and colleges could also partner with families and community organizations so that we can create a holistic approach for online safety education and support as well. Coming to strategies for community-oriented approaches, strategies for effective online safety with respect to community. We could have public awareness campaigns, which we are doing it as Mr. Selvaraj said. It's the 13th monthly session which we are having every day. Apart from sharing the educational stuff or your awareness banners in all social media. In fact, I was sharing every single day in all my social media handles about the awareness banners, and also Computer Security Coimbatore chapter, through Computer Society of India Coimbatore chapter social media handles also, we were propagating, we were creating awareness on staying safe online. So such public awareness campaigns would be conducted by others as well, to educate the public about online threats and promoting safe online practice. Apart from sharing every day, every month we also had a session, and we also had one session purely on Tamil, and right from the invitation to introduction to the content to the thank you note, everything was in Tamil to ensure that, because earlier only the what to say, educated people were using internet, but now everybody is using internet, so they also need to be aware of what sort of threats they might face. For that purpose, we had one. So community partnerships, we could collaborate with local businesses, non-profit organizations, law enforcement agencies, so that we could develop effective online safety initiatives and digital literacy workshops, of course, according to the community groups, because everybody, we cannot give similar level of training, right? According to the community, the level of understanding, the level of skills they have. So we need to have specific, the sessions which are tailor-made to address specific online safety needs and concerns could be done. Advocacy for policy change, of course, we could advocate, we could recommend and suggest for policies that promote, encourage online safety. And we need to ensure that the policy changes, they ensure that the individuals and organizations, whomever are responsible for the online disorder, they are accountable. So in addition to these strategies, it is also crucial to continuously update approaches. It is not one-time affair. It has to be continuous, because technology changes. Yesterday's technology is not there today, and it is continuously evolving. So we need to update the approaches and adapt to the evolving nature of online threats. So by implementing a combination of family, school, college, and community-oriented approaches, we could, we will create, we could create a safer and more positive online environment for everyone. So the need for continuous improvement, why do we need continuous improvement? Because the threats are evolving, changing, new tactics, new forms, new ways are coming up. And everyone needs to adapt, and they need to understand how to bypass existing, not how to bypass, how to handle people who are bypassing existing safeguards. Technological advancements. Technology advances are creating both opportunities. Yeah, there are a lot of opportunities coming up, right, because of the advancement in technology, but they are also creating challenges. And so we need to adapt our strategies to leverage the new technologies effectively. And landscape, the social landscape is also changing, online behavior is changing. So we need to have approaches to online safety, which needs to adapt to these changes so that we remain relevant. We have to be relevant. We cannot just have a strategy, or we cannot have a culture which is the same, because as the landscape is changing, as the threats are evolving, as the technologies are advancing, so if we need to remain relevant and effective, we need to, be open, and we need to evolve ourselves with the tools and technology, whatever needed. We need to equip ourselves to handle things effectively. And with what needs to be done, what exactly you need to do to ensure that you have a continuous improvement. Number one, we need to stay informed about emerging online threats and threats. Keep your eyes and ears open. Ensure that you become aware of them, and we should take steps to encourage ongoing research and development efforts in the field of online safety. We could give our helping hand to support the initiatives and resources which promote continuous learning and adaptation in the fight against online harms. So by embracing the continuous improvement, we can ensure that our efforts to create a safer online environment which could remain effective and relevant in the long term. So it has to be sustainable, right? Focus areas, when coming to focus areas for continuous improvement, one is digital literacy. We already talked about it. So we need to incorporate online learning opportunities, and so that individuals need to seek updates regularly. We need to encourage everyone around us, whomever is aware, whomever we know, well-wishers, or friends, etc. We have to encourage them to regularly seek updates on online trends, evolving threats, and emerging technologies. We need to promote critical thinking so that we are able to not just jump into conclusion. We can analyze the online information, whatever we come across, identify the bias, and also verify the credibility of resources. Here, I would like to emphasize one point. Usually, whenever we receive something on WhatsApp, we blindly forward. Please don't do that. I humbly request you to check the authenticity. Personally, check the authenticity. When they have given some number, call that number and check. When some website is given, or when web address is given, check. Without checking, don't just forward. Maybe your intentions are great, right? You want to help, support somebody, and you have something which is, seems very much helpful to others. Immediately we start forwarding, right? So instead of blindly forwarding, you do forward, but after doing due diligence, after checking the authenticity. That's, I would strongly recommend. And we need to promote media literacy so that, we need to equip the individuals with the skills to understand different media formats, and we could identify and manipulate, because the content, whatever we are able to see, lot of types of contents are there, media formats are there. So we also need to understand what sort of formats are there, how some sort of manipulation could happen, at least at a high level. We not deep dive into it, at least at a high level, we need to have this media literacy. And we need to adapt ourselves to the changing platforms and technologies. We could, wherever possible, we could provide guidance and resources specifically tailored to online platforms and unique features. And coming to privacy settings, this is also one of the focus area for continuous improvement. We need to emphasize the importance of understanding platform specific. See, every platform for that matter, it could be a website, it could be a tool, it could be an app, it could be anything. So we need to ensure that we understand the platform specific privacy settings. So we could emphasize, we could spread the word, we could offer tutorials which are readily available on your Facebook, YouTube, guides that explain different. So we need to understand that whatever platform we are into, we are using, we need to be crystal clear in those platform settings and how they impact privacy. Because most of the time, whenever we install something, we blindly select yes, yes. Please go through it and be sensible enough to judge and click on OK. Promote the use of privacy audits. See, we could also, as individuals, we could also regularly review our privacy settings. Suppose, for example, we are using, for example, half a dozen social media handles. So each and every social media handles, as and when they implement a patch, so automatically some privacy settings gets updated. So you need to, I would strongly encourage all of you to regularly review your privacy settings across different platforms, whatever you use, and make informed choices about the data. And we could also develop tools and resources for managing privacy, where we can come up with, as technology folks, technology experts, you could develop user-friendly tools that help individuals control their online footprint. And we need to encourage, advocate, increase transparency and control. So we could, if we are, the decision makers for any sort of platform, or if you are the decision maker for finalizing a product or releasing a product, etc., you need to ensure that you are transparent about the data collection practices, and you need to provide users with greater control over their data. And coming to device security, which is also one of the focus area for continuous improvement, you need to ensure that you should do regular software updates, and you should also encourage others to do the same. Automatic updates could be enabled so that your security, because every day some virus, some issue or other comes up, because of which Microsoft or any company for that matter, any product company, they push patches, ensure that we religiously do it. Let us not, hold it because we are busy and we say that we don't have the time, but however, at least before going to sleep, you can enable it in your mobile or laptop or tab or whatever device you use. Ensure that you execute those automatic updates. And also we need to raise awareness about emerging threats. Whenever we come across any new malware or phishing scam, cyber attacks, let us also spread the information, authentic information, so that it will help them to stay vigilant and avoid potential risks. And we could also educate individuals about creating strong password, using unique password. But for most of the time, what we do is that we use the same password on all our accounts. Please let us not do it. We have to use unique password for different accounts, so that even in case one of our account gets, any sort of attack happens on one of our accounts, other accounts could be saved. That's a possibility, right? And I would also strongly recommend to enable two-factor authentication instead of one-factor authentication. And I would also encourage all of you to utilize, antivirus software, firewalls, wherever possible, wherever you have the possibility to, enable. Please do enable. Don't think that antivirus softwares might, of course, they might slow the system to some extent, not to a great extent. You need to enable firewalls. You need to use antivirus software so that you know for sure that you are safe. And the next focus area is responsible online behavior. We need to promote empathy and understanding in online transactions. What is empathy? Sympathy, all of us know. I mean, we just pity somebody. Empathy is nothing but putting ourselves in the other person's shoes whenever anybody else, whomever we are aware of, whomever we know, gets impacted because of this online issue. So we need to be empathetic, and we need to ensure that we provide whatever support possible. We need to encourage respectful communication, active listening, and we need to consider the perspective of others as well. We cannot just think that always we are only right all the time, right? With respect to online interactions, non-interactions. And we also need to empower. Empower means what? Equip people with proper skill set and tools to address online negativity, like cyberbullying, harassment, etc. People should be aware of how to handle it. I will get into a couple of slides I have created for specifically for how to report online issues, which we will see later. And we also need to promote responsible content creation. So whenever we create any online content, let us be very much mindful about the content. Let us ensure that it creates positivity, it spreads positivity. Engage in positive online initiatives. So let us contribute to positive online communities. Let us promote social good, and let us advocate for responsible online practices. So by continuously improving our approach to these core aspects, whatever we saw, we can create a more informed, empowered, and very much responsible digital society. Now, coming to cyber complaint reporting process, whenever you face any sort of, mostly, around 90% of issues are almost 80 to 90%, I should say, it is related to money, wherein, some issues happen, somebody is taken away, somebody has, has got access to your account, etc. So whenever you come across any sort of issue, bank fraud issues, immediately you should inform the bank. That is the first thing you need to do. You have all your bank toll-free numbers. Maybe you could make a list instead of looking at the card when the issue happens. You can also prepare a ready reckoner list so that you have it handy, and when you want to call them, you can call them immediately. And otherwise, you could also give a missed call to 14440, and this is RBI's number. It needs to be used only for reporting bank fraud. Wherein the moment you call 14440, what happens is that the system, you are calling from a number which will be a registered mobile number for your bank account. So based on that information, the system will automatically record your mobile number and bank details based on the registered mobile number association with your bank account. And immediately your bank will receive an alert about the missed call, and your bank will contact you immediately to investigate the suspected fraud. So you could try this. And otherwise, you could also register your complaint through RBI complaint management system, cms.rbi.org.in. This is the website. Maybe you could also check on Google for RBI complaint management system. It is cms.rbi.org.in. Wherein you could register your complaint. And if you feel that you are not very comfortable about the steps involved, there is also a YouTube content available which talks about the how to use, what are the steps to be followed whenever you are registering complaint to the RBI complaint management system. And in case if you are not sure which method to use to report, you can always contact the National Crime Reporting Portal NCRP helpline number 1930, which is available 24/7, and it is available 24/7, and they could provide you with guidance on how to report cybercrime and what to expect next. So these are the ways and means in which you could, report any sort of cyber complaint, and this is the process. You could, you could also get to know the steps to be followed through the YouTube content message for RBI complaint management system. And certain points to be noted whenever you are reporting a cybercrime. Ensure that you gather as much evidence as possible. Evidence means what? Talking about screenshots, email. Email also you can take a screenshot, or you can, you can print an email, right? You can print it as a PDF, or you can also take a screenshot of convert to JPEG or whatever, and chat logs whenever you know that through WhatsApp or any other media, somebody has chatted with you, and he or she has done something which has created some issue for you. So you can have those chat logs with you. So these sort of evidence you need to keep in mind whenever you want to report. Ensure that you have these details. Otherwise, it will be very difficult for the authorities to investigate effectively. And you need to be as specific as possible. Whenever you are describing the cybercrime through the portal or through the phone, whatever, before that, you ensure that you are as specific as possible by including the specific day, specific time at which the particular crime has happened, as well as the name of the people, email address, the contact numbers of the suspects, even that you have to be as specific as possible. And in case if you're going to the nearest police station and if you're planning to report, be sure to give a written complaint. Don't just give verbally, prepare a written complaint, give a written complaint, so that it will create a record of the crime and it will make it easier for authorities to investigate. See, you will be giving a report to somebody or you will be conveying that information to somebody, but somebody else will be doing the investigation. Just to ensure that your communication is transparent and understandable to everybody, ensure that you give a written complaint. And the most important thing is we need to be patient. I understand when we are into such a scenario where we have gone through we have been impacted by a cyber crime. It is very difficult to be patient, but we need to be patient because let us remember one thing: it is going to take time. It will not happen immediately, the very next minute or the very next second. So we need to wait. We need to be patient because it will take time for the authorities to investigate the crime and take necessary action. So that's all from my side. Any questions? I will be more than happy to answer them. Any questions? Any of you?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I am Ilango here.
Yes, sir. You can, Saravana, 1 minute, Ilango, sir. Saravana Kumar, you can unshare the screen, sir. So if people come to the gallery, you can speak.
Hold on. Yeah, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It was an excellent show by you, sir. You consulted all the governments of online safety. Really, it was a wonderful show by you. The threats by the individuals, organizations, and society, and how to come out of that. Really, it was a very good knowledge session on the online safety. Thank you so much for consolidating all the points. Really, it was a wonderful show by you. Thank you so much.
I've also given the details about the cyber crime reporting in the chat window as well. So you could also utilize that. So whatever I share in the final screen on where to complain, whom to complain, the YouTube, YouTube content for any sort of assistance in how to complain, I've already shared that in the window. So chat window, people whomever want to utilize, please utilize it. Go ahead.
Now, sir, Mr. Ilango was asking a query. Mr. Ilango, Dr. Vilal Ilango.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please,
yes, sir. Sir, for the last 2 years, we are talking about cyber security attack and preventive measures in various platforms.
Yeah.
But even then, the security threats are getting increased.
Correct.
Is there any possibility for developing a system-made preventive measures?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they are evolving. Right now, we have a lot of AI tools coming up, right? Lot of Tol Vasika, could you please mute yourself? Tol Vasika.
Rajesh, kindly mute the other person. Rajesh, kindly mute. The unnecessary disturbance is coming. Yeah, please go ahead.
Tol Vasika, College of Engineering. Okay. Fine. Yeah. So to answer your question, yes, there are steps which are being taken to handle them. See, unfortunately, as I told earlier, yesterday's technology is not there today. Today's technology is not there tomorrow. It is continuously evolving. So the threats are also evolving, changing, changing to various forms and shapes. But however, a lot of steps are being taken by the government, not only Indian government, everywhere, worldwide, effective steps are being taken to combat them. But see, there are limitations. We cannot predict, right, what sort of technology is coming tomorrow, what sort of new challenge might come tomorrow. So we cannot predict, but at the same time, the steps are being taken. And as of now, we have a lot of artificial intelligence tools, which are also being, misused as well. They are being utilized, and they are being misused as well. So there are two sides of the coin. Only thing is that we need to be vigilant enough. See, we cannot just say that, of course, it is changing every day, threats are coming. So when you know that threats are coming in every day, we have to take measures to ensure that we are able to handle them effectively. At least let us be aware. Let us be aware of the proactive steps, whatever we need to take, so that we can avoid such things, right? I hope I understand.
Sir, sir, is there any possibility to utilize artificial intelligence to prevent security?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, many companies have already started, and even now, whatever sort of antivirus tools and the latest tools for that matter, when you take, they're all. I mean, we also have artificial intelligence embedded into it, and it is a continuous process. It is going on. So yes, to answer your question, yes, artificial intelligence is very much used for for combating with online threats.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now, participants, if you have any query, you can ask the expert. If any other persons have any queries, they can ask. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next agenda.
Sir, good evening.
Yeah.
Kokila Mahadevan here.
Yeah. Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yes, madam, please go ahead.
Sir, first of all, thank you for the valuable insights of the online safety.
Okay.
So my query is, in your experience, what key practices or the initiatives have proven most effective in fostering a long-lasting commitment for the online safety?
Okay. I think we already talked about the 4 pillars. If I'm not wrong, I hope the 4 pillars, I mean, they have been very, very effective. Let me just do a quick recap so that all of us are in sync. So, number 1 is, see, awareness. That is very much important, right? Awareness, wherein we need to be aware. I mean, we don't have any other choice. So, the moment you are aware about online threats, and the moment you become, you are, having a responsible digital behavior, and this will surely ensure that you are well informed, and you also understand the importance of online digital behavior. So awareness, that is one thing which has helped a lot. And the next one is empowerment or developing the skills. Developing the skills means what? Developing the skills in navigating or getting into the digital, what sort of tools are available, what sort of information is available, how to go about. This is a second thing which has helped. And the third thing is, now that all the companies for that matter, everyone for that matter, they are becoming very vigilant, and they are taking a lot of proactive steps, which is also helping. So these are the 3 things which I could say. One is awareness, the other is the empowerment, the third one is the one which I mentioned, right? So these are the 3 things which is actually helping in ensuring that we cannot stop them, but at least we could control them to some extent, and we could also reduce the sort of impact which is happening. And the fourth one, which I also want to say, that legally, there are a lot of laws which have come up, right? There are a lot of legal laws which have come up, which are also taking care of it now. So right now, for a cybercrime, maximum life sentence could be given. They have been given in courts. So these are the few things which have helped in ensuring that it is sort of long-standing. I hope I answered this.
Yes, sir, of course. Thank you for enlightening. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Participants, if you have any queries, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next agenda. Sir, there are 3 appreciations for you, sir, for your this thing. One, Mr. Dr. Ilango has appreciated your work. It's wonderful and useful presentation. Thanks a lot. And Dr. K. Kanayalakshmi also, it's an excellent and informative session, sir. Thank you very much. And Mr. Engineer Kirit Trivedi from Gujarat. It's an excellent and informative session, sir. Thank you very much. There are 3 appreciations for you, sir. The chat box for you.
Thank you.
So moving on to the next agenda. Next, if there are any more queries, we can move on to the next agenda. It is excellent show by Mr. Saravana Kumar, who has taken a lot of efforts to propagate the awareness to our public as well as to all our members about the cyber security and how to face it, how to he has given a lot of information about how to face it and solve it. That's what. So we have to take a lot of proactive measures to be away from the cyber threats. That's what. Thank you so much, sir. Really, it was excellent show by you. Thank you once again. We thank you from our side. Now we'll move on to the next agenda. The next agenda is the announcement of the next week's program. Next week's program is about, we are going to celebrate Energy Conservation Day. The speaker is going to be, 1 minute. The speaker is the engineer B.K. Singha, former executive director, SSCA, National Thermal Power Corporation. So India, he is going to deliver about Energy Conservation Day talk, and it is going to be an interesting talk. He is going to share his experience in NTPC, how they've done a lot of energy conservation measures there like that. So I request all the participants to join for the next week's program. Also, we will also spread the message through our WhatsApp as well as email. I welcome all of you to next week's program. And moving on to the next agenda, I call upon Engineer Sendil Kumar, Deputy General Manager, Digital Transmission Group of BHL, also the President Honorary Secretary of Computer Center of India, Trichy Chapter, to propose vote of thanks. Over to Engineer Sendil Kumar, sir.
Yeah, very good evening to all. We often receive news and incidents on that online predators happening on phishing scams, the various malware intrusions. So in connection to this, today's awareness session is very much relevant to the current safety measures need to be taken. In this context, the lecture program, the session by Mr. Saravana Kumar, Vice Chairman CSE Coimbatore, was really very informative. He clearly elaborated the benefits of sustainable online safety, which is the need of the hour for the student fraternity, especially. So I take on behalf of CSI, IEI, all professional bodies like MIT, SQF, IAW, IIM, IIIE, ISNT, IAPE, IWS, KAP. Special thanks to Saravana Kumar sir. Also, I thank Ravi Maran sir for presiding and gathering the welcome address, and Dr. Selvaraj for introducing the speaker to the chief guest to the speaker. So I also thank the special invitees, students, the faculties who have joined this program and made it very successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Sendil Kumar, for nice vote of thanks. Thank you, sir. So with Saravana Kumar, sir, with your permission and Chairman of the Salary Call of the Day, sir.
Yeah, I would also like to convey.
You want to say anything?
Yes,
right,
I would also like to add upon, like, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to you for, associating with in this particular journey, wherein every month we were able to successfully conduct various sessions wherein people have joined from across the world, and a lot of a lot of positive notes, and I have personally received a lot of mails and email communications for all our earlier sessions, whatever we conducted. So this session, I thought, instead of just going ahead and conducting something on specific technology, I thought let us conduct something which is which is real time and which is relevant and which is sustainable. That's why we did this. Thank you very much once again for your patience and for your attention. And thank you.
So,
good luck and all the very best to come out in all your future endeavors successfully.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Hello. Yeah, sorry. So this is not relevant to this. It may not relevant to this session. Okay. So, for example, if common people want to join to CSI and contribute on this for cyber security and digital being side. So what is the procedure, and so we want to contribute?
I mean, you could contact your local chapter. You belong to which place?
From Coimbatore.
You could maybe you could reach out to me, and I could give you the details about the local, the CSI local offices number. You could reach out. As a common man, you could also contribute in whatever way. I mean, you can, lot of communication happening in all social media handles. Whenever you participate in future similar sessions, please feel free to participate. And if you want to contribute, you could also contribute in whatever way possible. Not only for this, various other things. Maybe you could also follow my. You could reach out to me, and I could also include you in my WhatsApp broadcast group, so that you are also part of it. And whenever any similar, not only technology, I mean various other social activities are happening, which I could also share, and if you could contribute, that is great.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you.
You have my number, right? I think maybe last line.
So no, I don't have your number. So is it in the invitation?
No, 1 minute.
Yeah, it is there. The invitation is there. Just note out the number. Number is there.
Yeah, invitation it is there. Yeah, invitation is there.
Yeah, it is there. It is there. The number
I'm
is
also
there.
one of the organizers, so it is very much there. So you could also note that.
At the bottom, it is there. At the bottom, sir's name, phone number, and all there.
And
Bottom of the invitation. There, yeah.
yeah,
My number,
maybe,
his number is there. Both the numbers are there.
maybe I mean just for the sorry to interrupt. Maybe for the sake of everybody now, maybe I could also share. I hope you're able to see my screen now. Thank you, screen.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, good. So all my social media handles, contact numbers are there. And thank you once again for all your time and attention. So I'm quite sure that whatever efforts you have taken now and whatever efforts you are going to take should contribute to building a sustainable culture for online safety. And wish you once again the very best in the future endeavors. So you can make a note.
Thank you, sir. Good night. Good night. Good night, everyone.
Yeah,
And shall we close the session, sir? And I'll ask Rajesh to post the feedback link, sir. Rajesh, kindly post the feedback link.
I will send it.
Yeah, yeah. Now feedback link is posted. Kindly participants can fill the feedback link. So kindly fill your name and email ID correctly. So you will get your e-certificate in your participant in your email box inbox.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
So good night, everyone. Good night, sir. Sarvanakumar, sir. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye. Take care. Sir, Dr. Ravimaran, sir, and everyone. Thank you. Good night. Good night.